the one that only bring back with another video. I know it look kind of rough, like, but it's okay. I've been in the house all day, laying down, playing Fortnite, chilling, talking to people, all that stuff. But as y'all can tell by the title today, I'm gonna be doing a story time. This story time is gonna be about when I was almost kidnapped in 3rd grade. So let's get straight into it. I remember this like it was yesterday. How old you was when you were in 3rd grade? Like 9, 8 or 9. I was actually like 9 because I remember it was towards the end of the school year. So anyways, honestly y'all, this was a scary experience and stuff, but like, yeah. Anyways, this day it was kind of weird, like that it happened on this day. So usually after school, because I was a walker, you know how at school y'all have the people that get picked up, the walkers, and the people that ride the bus. I was a walker because my house wasn't that far. In 3rd grade, I walked home by myself because, well, not myself, but I walked home without my parents or my grandma or auntie or somebody come pick me up, because it was like me and like 6 other girls and like 2 boys that usually all walk home together, and I wasn't the last person to like go to my house. I was there. I was like in the middle, like a lot, like you know how you go through the neighborhood, like from our school, like each house to be the next person, next person, next person, next person. It's been like that ever since I went to Carmen Buckner. If y'all know Carmen Buckner, it's a school in Waukee. That's the middle school. I mean, the elementary school I went to. Usually, like I said, I would walk home with a bunch of people. Well, not a bunch, but it used to be 8 of us, and I usually be in the middle. Like 3 people get home before I do, and then I get home, and then the other people, they go home. So this one day, like 2 people that we walked with didn't come to school, and then like everybody else got picked up from school early, or at the end of the day they got picked up instead of walking, and I was the only one that was still walking. So then friend Amaya, we don't really talk or nothing like that, but I got her on social media, but we never talked since I moved from Waukee. My friend Amaya, a lot of y'all probably know her. Her grandma asked me if I wanted to ride, and I said no, it's fine, I'll walk. Dumb decision. I'm only 9 years old, but baby, I was independent. It's like no. So I'm walking home from school, right? I'm just walking, minding my business. I'm chilling, you know. I don't got no phone to be all up in or none of that. And then I just see a man behind me, and like ever since I was little, still to this day, when I see like a grown man behind me and I'm by myself, I just like get paranoid and stuff like that. So I see a grown man behind me while I'm walking, so I get scared, so I start walking faster, and I look back and he walking faster. Then I start running. He had said hey, and then I just start running. And then to get to my house, it's like a shortcut, like an alleyway. It's like literally. So I ran and I went through the alleyway, and he went around. But like there's an end that you can meet. Like the alleyway is the end of that, like in the middle of that block. So if he went this way, so this is me going through the alley. He see me going through the alley, so he go. But then he turned that corner and we end up meeting. Well, I go like this around the alleyway and we end up meeting right there. He like this much away from me. Like this is me, this is him. Like literally so close. But in Waukee we have a neighborhood watch out. A lot of y'all probably know him too. He was a substitute at Thomas Jefferson before. But yeah, he was neighborhood watch out, and all like when we was little kids, all of us used to gossip about how he had guns behind his doors and stuff like that. But yeah, the neighborhood watch out man came out and screamed hey, and the dude stopped and turned around and then started running towards, if y'all live in Waukee or know Waukee, y'all know the Green Project, y'all know what I'm talking about. He started running towards the Green Project, and then he had turned back around and went to the corner, and I was running to my house, because like this is the alleyway. Well, this is the alleyway right here, the end of the alleyway. This is my house. It literally was like across the street. So I'm running to my house, I'm banging on the door so freaking hard, and it's starting to rain. And then like all my aunties was at my house this day for some reason when I got to school. All my aunties at my house this day, since my siblings is younger than me, they was in like preschool, they got out earlier than I did. So my sisters and them was there, my mom was there, my grandma, and I was like breathing real hard, and I was crying and stuff. So then everybody was like, what's wrong, what's wrong, what's wrong? And then I told them that a man was chasing me from school. So then everybody running out the house paranoid. Oh yeah, and I believe my Uncle Harry was there too. But everybody running out the house paranoid and stuff, and they run. And the man he stopped at that corner to see where I was going, but then he ended up running back towards the Green Projects. And then the neighborhood watch out came outside with us, and then we see him driving off in his car. Auntie Sumo tried to take a picture of his license plate, like as clear as he can. They called the police, everything. When the police came, The police asked me what happened, all that stuff. The neighborhood watch out told the police what they saw. They talked to my auntie. My auntie showed them the license plate, all that stuff. Turns out the car that he had was not his car. I don't know who car it was, but it was not the main car. I described what he looked like to the police, all the other stuff. Anyways, everybody was trying to make sure I was okay. I had one house, everybody was making sure I was okay. All this other stuff. We called my auntie Zoo because, like, at my old house, it was so big. We lived there for 7 years, and like all of us like lived together or lived extremely close. But my auntie Zuby, she lived like 3 minutes away from everybody else. But everybody else lived like, the rest of us lived like 30 seconds away from each other. I had a choice. I was given a choice to move with my auntie Zuby, so I wouldn't live over there no more. Cause the man did see where I lived at, cause he was on a corner. So I had got the choice to move with my auntie Zuby. After that, when the school year ended, I ended up moving with my auntie Zuby, and I spent a year living with her, a whole school year living with her. Well, a school year in the beginning of my 5th grade school year at Clark. If y'all know, a lot of y'all probably know this too. It's a elementary school in Waukegan, Clark Elementary School. I just know about Clark. I think that's the whole name. But yeah, Clark. I went there for 4th grade in the beginning of 5th grade. But then my auntie and them ended up moving to Atlanta, and my grandma told me I could go, but like my mom really did not want me to go, and she was going crying all this stuff. So I ended up not moving with them to Atlanta. But if they would have never moved to Atlanta, I probably would still be living with them. But they literally only moved to Atlanta for 1 year. They came back after like basically a whole school year. They came back because we was supposed to move out there too, but like we was taking forever to move to Atlanta. So we ended up not moving to Atlanta, and they came back, and then yeah. So to this day, I don't go nowhere by myself. I don't trust older people, like men. If you're in my family, I don't trust them. I probably wouldn't trust you even if that didn't happen, because it's weird. I'm very aware of my surroundings. And I remember this one day in 9th grade, so 2 school years ago, me and Ayana, we stayed after school to watch this play, I think. Yeah, play or whatever. So, after the play over, it's like 7 something at night. My grandma at work, so she can't come pick me up. And I'm not finna sit outside, because the school gonna close. I'm not finna sit outside for 2 hours and wait for my grandma. And Ayana sister had came to get her, and then they was just being like, yeah. So I ended up not being able to go with them. So I had to walk from my school, Mundelein High, all the way to my house. My house like 2 miles away. It's not far in a car. Probably take like 5 minutes in a car, not even. But walking, that took forever. It took like an hour and 30 minutes to walk, or if that. And it was dark. Mind you, it was dark outside, and I was getting scared. And then literally I made it home. Like, you know when it's dark outside, you paranoid, you keep looking back, you seeing stuff, but ain't nothing really there. Okay, so that happened the whole time. And then like I was right by that little Mexican store. Y'all know what I'm talking about? People that live in my life, y'all watch my video, y'all know what I'm talking about. Right by that little Mexican store. And 2 men was behind me, and they had said something to me, bro. I was so glad the store was still open, because y'all know sometimes they close at 8 o'clock, sometimes they close at 7. So I was so happy they was open, bro. I ran in that store, and I literally bought snacks just to make them go away. And then I was taking my time buying my snacks so like they can go away. And then after like 3 minutes of being in the store looking for snacks, they had just ended up leaving. And then, because they was literally waiting right there, they ended up leaving, and then I literally ran the rest of the way home. Like I ain't gonna tell y'all where I live at, but I literally ran the rest of the way home because I was so scared. And I got in the house, I was like, whew, thank the Lord, I'm safe. Then I told my mom what happened, and around this time my phone had broke, so I was not gonna be able to text anybody something happened. And then my mom told my dad that I needed to get another phone because of blase and blah blah blah, and I ended up getting a new phone. But never think that stuff that you see in movies and stuff like that can happen to you, because it really can, and it can happen when it's least expected. So just make sure y'all watch y'all surroundings, all that stuff, but yeah, make sure y'all stay safe. This corona thing is not a joke. and be happy even when you don't want to. Be happy. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a like. Comment if you want to. You don't have to, but if you want to, you know it's always there. And subscribe. Those 3 things. Like, comment, and subscribe. Don't dislike. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I try to make videos like at least every week, but I be busy, or I just be being lazy, one or the other. But on that note, until next time, I am out.